I'm Loyal Liana, and I'm an inquisitive person. I ask a lot of questions. That's why everyone in my group calls me Miss Socrates.
Hi, I'm Artista Adiba. I'm caring towards the people around me and I'm caring towards nature. I'm called the artist of the group as I love to bake and I love to do art. Hello everyone, I'm Smart Sammy. Everyone in my group calls me knowledgeable because I collect different information from different sources. So that's why everyone in my group calls me Mr. Google.
Hi, I am Shai Safwana. Everyone calls me Shai because I am not used to starting conversations with new people. I'm also the researcher of the group because I like to research about things that pique my interest.
Hello everyone, my name is Reliable Rania. People call me Reliable because I'm always there for people who need help. And people in my group calls me Laughter Queen because I laugh for no reason. And I'm Aban and people call me Mr. Rockster because I like to make music with different noise. People also call me Mr. Open-Minded because I can accept new things as well as new people.
Hello everyone, I'm Nahian. I'm the comedian of the class. Often people call me the legendary of the class. I'm a caring. I care about my friends, my study, my exhibition and my everything.
Hello everyone, I'm Mindful Mayamin and I'm a thinker. I think very critically and creatively to give a new perspective to a thing.
Hello everyone, I am Creative Zion. People in my class call me Lego Zion because I make many creations and innovations with Legos. Usually I could not express all of my ideas, but now I'll express every ideas I can get.
I am Ronaldo Farfar. People call me an athletic person. I like to try new things and I am a risk taker. I am not scared of trying new things.
Hi everyone, I am Silencer, but now I'm Squishy. People call me Caring because I care for everyone.
Zion, what is the topic for your exhibition? I don't know.
I won't give you. Try and guess.
Nothing is coming to my mind.
Okay then. I'll give you some hints through a puppet show.
আমি এখন ঢাকা বাংলাদেশে আছি। আমি কাজের জন্য যাইতেছি সৌদি আরবে।
Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I'm going to Australia for a brilliant project.
I'm from Germany. Now I have to go to China to spread my business and to become more money. Here I am.
China, and I am going to Bangladesh for a metro rail project.
I'm going from Kazakhstan to Egypt for my mechanical volcano. I am going from Dhaka, Bangladesh to Canada for my acting career.
I am from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I'm going to UK, London for study purposes.
I live in Dhaka, Bangladesh, but now I am going to Singapore for medical purposes. I'm from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm a young entrepreneur and I want to extend my business, so I want to go to Poland.
I am from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I'm going to Japan to improve my art skills.
I am going from Mongolia to India for my Bollywood career. Now can you guess the topic?
Wait, can it be settlement?
Movement?
Journey?
Tourism.
No, none of those can be a topic.
Let's think.
Is it migration? Because all those words are related to migration.
Yes, you are correct.
Yay! Migration! You've crossed seas, mountains and oceans. You came to one new place you never imagined you'd be. You brought with you the light of a hurricane, starting a new journey. Starting a new life. Migration
person is migrating to another country, it also goes to the SDG number 11, sustainable communities, because when a person is migrating, they also want to live there and settle there, which also comes under number 11, and including urbanization, because they want to urbanize and they want to live a better life.
Hello everyone, I'm Liana.
I'm Aban.
And today we will be sharing you about our tuning in session. So the first step in our inquiry is tuning in. In tuning in, we share our prior knowledge about the topic. So the activities we did are flower power activity, plant activity, pea shooter activity, creeper activity, and many more.
We also did KWH chart and KWHLA chart.
Aban, what does KWHL or KWHLA mean?
K stands for what we know, W stands for what we want to know, H stands for how we want to learn, L stands for what we have learned, and A stands for what we want to take for action.
So now our friends will share their prior knowledge about migration.
Now we will be telling you about our prior knowledge on migration. As it is our prior knowledge, it may be right or it may be wrong. To me, migration is when a person is moving from one place to another place, temporarily or permanently, for their own personal reasons.
For me, migration is a type of moving from one place to another to get food, shelter, water, etc. Migration is when a person moves from one country or state to another country or state. Migration is settling from one place to another. People move to a country from another. It's called
Migration looks like settlement, movement, overpopulation, and change of environment.
Like going to a new world or a new place, and it feels like a really long journey. But when people migrate and leave another place, it feels really lonely and detached. And migration feels really excited and at the same time very.
Now I will tell you my prior knowledge on the causes of migration. So people migrate because to get a proper job, to get high quality of education, to get more opportunities and facilities, and to find a proper place to live. Also for missionary.
Now I will tell you the impacts of migration. Sometimes migration have negative and positive impacts. I will say the negative impacts. Sometimes if you migrate, your mental health and physical health will be affected. That means when people migrate, people's physical and mental health gets affected. Positive impacts of migration. Sometimes when you migrate, you can get a better chance of living and a better place of living. Also, you can get any facilities.
These were our works in the tuning in session. We will dive into deeper inquiry in our finding out and sorting out session through research.
Hi everyone, we are from Exhibition Group 4 and today we will be presenting our matrix board. Our issue is human migration. Our SDG goal number is number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Our mentors are Ms. Tanzina Hussain and Ms. Habina Yasmin. Our group members are Aban, Adiba, Farhan, Liana, Nahian, Anha, Rania, Tafana, Samin.
Our theme is where we are in place and time. আমাদের বিষয় হলো স্থান ও কালভেদে আমাদের অবস্থান. Our central idea is human migration provides opportunities, risks which changes the global and local society. আমাদের মূল ধারণা হলো মানব অভিবাসন সুযোগ ও ঝুঁকি বহন করে যা স্থানীয় ও বৈশ্বিক সমাজে পরিবর্তন আনে.
1.
Our lines of inquiry is different types of migration through history. মানব ইতিহাসে বিভিন্ন ধরনের অভিবাসন, causes and impacts of migration. মানব অভিবাসনের কারণ এবং প্রভাব. Viewpoints on migration. মানব অভিবাসনের উপর.
Our chosen concepts are causation, কার্যকারণ, change, পরিবর্তন, and perspective, দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি.
Our related concepts are migration, অভিবাসন, environment, পরিবেশ, history, ইতিহাস, diversity, বৈচিত্র্য, and identity, পরিচয়.
Approaches to learnings are thinking skills, social skills, self-management skills. And our dispositions are open-minded, udarmona, reflective, atmabishleshonकारी, risk-taker.
Thank you, everyone. And this is our motto and logo. Our motto is migration creates connection, and this is our logo.
For our first part of our research work, we researched on what is migration. Our questions were: what is migration? What does migration, immigration, and emigration mean? What are the differences between immigration, and migration?
For the second part of our research work, our questions were: what are the different types of migration and their subtypes, and what are the famous migrations through history? Migration is moving to a place to another temporarily or permanently. It can be done either citywide, statewide, or worldwide and countrywide.
Now I will tell you about the types of migration we found in our research work. Internal migration, external migration, labor migration, temporary migration, seasonal migration, and environmental migration.
Now I will tell you about internal migration. So what is internal migration? Internal migration is when a person is resettling or moving residents from any national states
second home.
Migration is people moving one place to another to stay over there for their different reasons. Migration is often between one country and another country. This is called immigration. And if you want to do immigration, you need to do immigration.
What is emigration?
Immigration is something going permanently in one country.
Acha. Next.
From the city are migrating from village to grow crops, and in seasonal migration, most people migrate because of crop harvesting and climate warming. Next.
When do you think there is a migration by force? Can anybody force you to migrate?
Yes,
For refugees, like they have to migrate, there is no other option to another country, like they have, that's called forced migration.
Their parents to earn more money.
Absolutely.
To escape conflict, and also there is a quote, no one is home unless home is the mother of the sun.
You must have heard and you must be knowing what's happening with Ukraine right now. The war going on between Russia. So that's migration by force again, right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
So today we are going to learn about the social causes and effects of migration. So first I will take your perspectives about causes and effects of social migration. Yes, you.
First, I have a point that if a person migrates too much, and it creates overpopulation, it can also increase crime rates in that country.
Correct. Yes, Rania? People migrate for security. Yes, Maria? People migrate for better living. For example, there are different causes of migration: jobs and opportunity, medical treatment, food, shelter, etc. But if a person migrates, they can forget their culture and tradition.
Of migration. First, we'll be taking your perspectives on environmental causes and effects. First, Adiba.
I think people might migrate for natural disasters.
Next.
People might also migrate because of pollution.
That is also a reason. And
Population increase effects.
population is also one. And one corresponding to population increase can be when a person is migrating to a full populated country and increasing it, resulting in an overpopulation. It can also be very harmful, as for living spaces they have to cut more trees.
Yes, Radhika? We're not having like good health, like environment which will be good for a person's health.
Effects can also be loss of habitat.
Loss of habitat is one. Yes.
Yes, of course.
So I have one point on political migration is that people of the government don't. When a person migrates, some governments do not allow them to mix with other civilians. So this can be a political reason, and they do not also provide the rights to vote.
Oh, okay. So no
Also, sometimes the migrants don't get fair judgment.
That's an effect.
Unfair judgment. Yes. Sir.
Immigration office. Please sit down. How are you, Mr. Farhan Hossain?
বাংলা ইংলিশ বুঝি না
No English? Only
She can't speak this language. Why is she here?
Why are you being so rude to her?
Because she can't speak this language?
Without her.
আমি রংপুর থেকে ঢাকা আসছি স্যার। স্যার রংপুরে বাড়িঘর সব ধ্বংস হয়ে গেছে স্যার। আমি বউ বাচ্চা নিয়ে ঢাকা আসছি স্যার। আমাকে বাঁচান, আমি একটা চাকরি পেতে চাই স্যার।
দাঁড়াও তুমি কি কাজ করতে পারবা?
স্যার আপনি যেই কাজে বলবেন সেই কাজই করুন।
আচ্ছা এখানে আসো। এই যে দেখো, এখানে তোমাকে কাজ করতে হবে, তোমাকে জিনিসপত্র ধরে উঠাইতে হবে আর নিচে নামাইতে হবে এক জায়গা থেকে আরেক জায়গায়। ওকে?
আচ্ছা
নাও কাজ শুরু করো এখনই।
আরে কি ভারী স্যার।
উঠাও তাড়াতাড়ি কাজ করো। এত আস্তে হলে তো হবে না। চলো একটু লেবু লাগাও না।
এত ভারী।
আজকে মাসের শেষে তাই না? আজকে তোমাদের দুজনের বেতন পাওয়ার কথা। তো আসো এখানে আসো।
আসতেছি স্যার।
এই যে আজকে মাস শেষে তোমাদের বেতন, তোমার বেতন, তোমার বেতন।
স্যার এই কয়টা দিয়ে তো মানে না খায়া মরতে পারবো।
তোমাদের কি সমস্যা? তোমরা এত অকৃতজ্ঞ কেন? হ্যাঁ
Many people are migrating from village to Dhaka for jobs.
And they're not getting the proper jobs and salaries they should have and proper home.
And they are having the same hurdles that they had in the villages.
Oh my god, what are you wearing? So ugly. I've never seen such an ugly piece of clothing. So weird.
Liana, stop. I'm a Christian and I wear hijab, don't I? And in our religion, it's also a good practice to cover up. And you shouldn't be mean and rude to other religions. You should respect all of them.
And I'm also Buddhist, but I respect all the religions and culture.
No, I can't take this.
Discrimination is one of the world's biggest problems for migrants.
And many migrants are being discriminated because of their religion and their culture.
Various cultures creates a
Diverse community. Our first guest speaker was Ms. Shaheen Munir from IOM, and as she has been dealing with migrants from a long time, she has shared her information and knowledge with us about human migration, and we didn't also hesitate to share our knowledge about migration with her.
And where do you think Bangladeshis mostly go to when they're migrating?
America, UK, Australia.
Right. Australia, sure. So many people actually go to America, they go to UK, and these are mainly, we say, they're professionals. So they are doctors, they might be teachers. Many of them go there permanently. So they decide that they're going to be an citizen of that country. And majority of Bangladeshis migrate. Almost 600 to 700 people migrate, leave the country each year, and they go for
Interviewed Miss Shefali, who is a really experienced migrant. She came all the way from Karachi, Pakistan to Dhaka, Bangladesh, and she shared us the environment of Bangladesh, and we had a really effective and nice session of guest speaker with her.
Sit and talk to you. They're very welcoming. So that's another similarity between the two cultures. Yeah, these are a few things, a few very evident things that I noticed. And obviously the whole religious and the Ramzan, that's obviously the Ramzan is quite a big deal there also, and it's quite a big deal here also. Hi.
What were your days like in Bangladesh?
Can you say that again?
My question is, what are your dislikes in Bangladesh?
What are my? I still can't hear you.
What are the things you didn't like in Bangladesh?
I didn't like not having my family here with me. I didn't like my friends not being here with me. Minus these two, I think I like everything. I love the rain. I love the food. I love the people. I don't like traffic. Yes, one more thing I don't like. I don't like the traffic. And I don't like the mosquitoes. Yes, 4 things I don't like. Everything else I love.
About the safety.
Friends, what do you think about Bangladesh's safety?
Safety. It's definitely it's very safe. It's definitely very safe. Like I mentioned, I have a daughter. I wouldn't have a problem if she's playing alone or with her friends or going to her school in a rickshaw. I will not be scared. It's very safe. It's very, very safe. So I think it's safe.
Our third guest speaker was one of our administrative, Miss Neshpa. She has experience in migration when she was very young, and she had shared her experience with us, and we learned various things from her.
Our last guest speaker was Mr. Omar Farouk from Poland, and we got to know many interesting facts about Poland's migration situation, especially after Ukraine and Russia war. which helped us to take our learning to a greater extent.
কারণ হচ্ছে যে পোল্যান্ডের প্রথম কারণ হচ্ছে যে পোল্যান্ড ইজ এ নেইবার কান্ট্রি। ইউক্রেনের সাথে পোল্যান্ডের সবচেয়ে বড় বর্ডার লাইন। ইউক্রেনের সাথে পোল্যান্ডের বর্ডার পয়েন্ট আছে মনে হয় 2 অথবা 3টে। সো আর কালচারালি পলিশ এন্ড ইউক্রেনীদের একটা ভালো ইন্টিমেসি বলা হয়, অথবা একই রকম ওরা কালচারের দিক দিয়ে বলে। সো পোল্যান্ড সবার আগেই এই যুদ্ধে ইউক্রেনের ইমিগ্রেশনকে নেয়ার জন্য এগিয়ে গিয়েছে। পোল্যান্ড যেহেতু ইউরোপিয়ান ইউনিয়নের একটা বর্ডার উইথ দ্য ইস্ট, দ্যাট মিনস উইথ ইউক্রেন এবং রাশিয়ার সাথে যেহেতু বর্ডার ইউরোপিয়ান ইউনিয়নের, সো পুরো ইউরোপিয়ান ইউনিয়ন এগিয়ে এসছে পোল্যান্ডকে সাহায্য করতে। এবং খুব শিগগিরই, খুব তাড়াতাড়ি ওরা একটা ল বের করে দিল যে ইউক্রেন থেকে যেসব রিফিউজিরা আসছে সবাইকে উইদাউট এনি ভিসা, নট অনলি ইউক্রেনিয়ান, ইভেন যারা বাংলাদেশি অন্যান্য বিদেশি যারা বাস করছে ইউক্রেনে তাদেরকেও ঢোকার জন্য। যেটা যে কোনো যুদ্ধের সময় হয় যে পার্শ্ববর্তী দেশ, এটা পার্শ্ববর্তী দেশে রিফিউজিরা সবার আগে যায়। তোমরা জানো যে বাংলাদেশে এখন রোহিঙ্গারা আসছে। আমাদের 71-এ যখন যুদ্ধ হয়েছিল তখন বাংলাদেশে, আমরা তখন ইস্ট পাকিস্তান, যখন যুদ্ধ হচ্ছিল পশ্চিম পাকিস্তানের সাথে, তখন আমরা সবাই ইন্ডিয়াতে গিয়েছিলাম মাইগ্রেশন করে। নেইবার কান্ট্রিটা সবচেয়ে আগে এফেক্টেড হয়, সবচেয়ে আগে এগিয়ে আসে, এবং ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ল অনুযায়ী নেইবার কান্ট্রিকেই রিফিউজিদের আশ্রয় দিতে হয়। সেই কারণে পোল্যান্ড ইউক্রেনিয়ান রিফিউজিদেরকে এই মুহূর্তে আশ্রয় দিচ্ছে। এই মুহূর্তে পোল্যান্ডে আছে প্রায় 30 লক্ষ রিফিউজি, দ্যাট মিনস 3 মিলিয়ন ইউক্রেনিয়ান। দে আর গেটিং হেল্প ফ্রম পোল্যান্ড। ওরা সাহায্য পাচ্ছে পুরোপুরিভাবে, ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল সাহায্য পাচ্ছে, লিগ্যাল সাহায্য পাচ্ছে। ওদেরকে ক্যাম্প দেওয়া হচ্ছে, ওদেরকে থাকার জায়গা দেওয়া হচ্ছে, ওদেরকে চাকরি দেওয়া হচ্ছে, ওদের জন্য অনেক নিয়ম কানুন শিথিল করা হচ্ছে। পলিশ গভর্নমেন্ট এবং ইউরোপিয়ান ইউনিয়ন এবং ইউএসএ সবাই খুব হেল্প করছে এই ইমিগ্রেন্টদেরকে সাহায্য করার জন্য। সো দিস ইজ দ্য ন্যাচারাল এফেক্ট, যে যখনই একটা যুদ্ধ হয় তখন এই পাশের দেশটাতেই সবাই ওই দেশ থেকে, যুদ্ধের দেশ থেকে পালিয়ে যায়। সো আমাদের এখানে
Migration sets the world into a new diversity. All those migrants with stage, each of us have chosen a country and we have done a research work on that country's migration situation.
We also did a bar graph and a pie chart on our chosen country's migration situation.
Chosen countries were
Our own country, Bangladesh, USA, UK, Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Switzerland, India, etc.
Immigrant population in the whole world, and 21% of the population are migrants. And why does people migrate to Canada? Most immigrants migrate to Canada because of job opportunities, vacation opportunities, PhD, public services, such as healthcare, etc. And most immigrants in Canada are from China, India, Philippines, Italy, and United Kingdom, excluding Hong Kong and Taiwan. And now, how much of the population migrates from Canada? Almost 49% of the Canadian population immigrates to Ontario because of education opportunities, job opportunities, better income, Ontario's environment, and that Ontario is a cultural mosaic. And Canadians' perspective towards migration to Ontario is that it will make Canada more interesting, and it would help with income, with better housing, better environment, better education, and a better economical system. And here is the whole bar graph of the percentage of the Canadian immigrant status from 2010 to 2020. Thank you.
Now last I'm going to be telling you about the migration statistics of Switzerland throughout the years. First off, we have the year 2000. 2000 brought 1,278,524 migrants. Then we have 2005. 2005 brought more people as the country was starting to be more popular and known to people. 2005 brought 1,684,308 people. Then we have 2010. 2010 we have 2,385,980 people. Then we have lastly 2015 bringing with 3,006,810 people. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.
Our topic is country migration, and my chosen country is Saudi Arabia. Now, why do people migrate to Saudi Arabia? In Saudi Arabia, salaries and taxes aid people migrate to Saudi Arabia for financial prospects and doing business. Now, what kind of people migrate to Saudi Arabia? No skilled workers providing cheap labor, mainly from India, Indonesia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Egypt, and Sri Lanka. Now, how many people migrate to Saudi Arabia? About 13,122,300 of people are international migrants, roughly 38.4% of the total population.
Good afternoon, friends and teachers. My name is Samin. Today, I will present about my chosen country and share the following informations. So let's start. My chosen country is America. So first, I will tell you about why people migrate to America. So most of the people who migrated to America are immigrants. The immigrants entered the United States with the dream of the better life they could have for themselves and for their family. Also, they migrate to America for Hollywood work and to income more money. More people also migrate to America to get a better job, for education, to escape their troubled country, to have a good life, for economic cause, for government, for missionary cause, employment, higher standard of living, etc. Now, I will tell you why people migrate from America. The people migrate from America because for government jobs. Because when people migrate, the government assigns many people of America to serve other country outside of the America region. And for missionary cause, because to serve other country. After all this information, I will tell you about how many people migrate to America. Slightly more than 50.6 million people migrated to America. Now, I will tell you how many people migrated from America. About 3.2 million people migrated from America. After all the information, now I will tell you the effect when people migrate to America. Population increases, improving quality of life, improves social life, culture shock, racism, depression, loneliness, increases the demands for proper goods and services, religious problem, and skilled migrant. After all information,
So how many people migrated to the UK and how many people migrated from it? At the end of 2020, 715,000 people migrated to the UK and 403,000 people migrated from the UK. Why do people migrate there? For better education, jobs, they might be refugees, for the economy, family influence, etc. And why do people migrate from there? For poor work, climate, higher standard of living, family influence, etc. And after they go there are some effects like they get better education, better job opportunities, economic growth, development of different systems, conflict between the natives and migrants, loneliness, depression, culture shock, etc.
You might be wondering how many people migrated to and from Qatar. Well, in 2019, there were 171,600 immigrants from Qatar around the world. Qatar immigration statistics for 2015 was 1,687,640, a 15.88 increase from 2010. You might be wondering what the effects were as well. Well, most of them, obviously, Qatar would give white-skinned people a better position, job, and would give dark-skinned people a lower job. And most of them were men. However, some workers, the girls and women, mainly employed in domestic service, but also as a semi-skilled and skilled worker in hospitals, restaurants, public offices, security agency, etc. Only a very few companies allow the migrant's family to come with him or her. In these Gulf countries, the main problem is not the unemployment of migrants, as is the case of other countries, but the Khalafa system, in which every migrant worker must have a sponsor to obtain a residence visa and to be able to work for 1 to 3 years. Thank you.
hello everyone, I'm Adiba and today I'll be telling you why people migrate to Turkey and why people migrate from Turkey. How many people have migrated to Turkey? More than 4.6 million people have migrated to Turkey, and from there 3.6 million were seeking international protection. How many people have migrated from Turkey? Around 3 million Turkish people migrated from Turkey so far. Why do people migrate to Turkey? People migrate to Turkey for better job opportunities, better study environment, better weather and environment, safety, culture, religion, etc. Why do people migrate from Turkey? For holding too many refugees, many people migrate from Turkey for armed conflict, cultural intolerance, political tensions, study.
In the making connection stage, we connect to what our gained knowledge into real life. So we had multiple activities on this stage, and one of them was debate. Our debate topic was migration a bliss.
In debate, we divided ourselves into two groups. One is the for group and one is the against group.
The for group told how migration is a blessing towards the modern civilization.
The against group told us about how migration is changing the world in a negative way.
Hello everyone, I'm
Amin and welcome to our Making Connection stage. In this stage, we are going to do a debate and show the connection between human migration and their positive and negative sides. So, in here, we are divided into two parts, for and against.
Good morning, I am Safwana and today I will be explaining my point. I'll prove my point on why I am against migration. I'm against migration because migration can lead to a lot of harms and also it has a lot of side effects. Migration can cause a person's life to end or it can harm a person's life very badly. Suppose when a person is migrating to a full populated country, it doesn't have more space for living areas. They can cut more trees and then make living areas which can be loss of animal habitat, imbalance of ecosystem, and also it can increase global warming. Overpopulation, and if a person is migrating to another country, they might migrate for any bad reasons like crime, or they can also affect the economy. And if a person is already migrating to an overpopulated country, it can have pressure on limited resources. And also, like when a person is migration can cause a person's life to end, depression, and also for cultural reasons. Migration can be harmful for anyone, and when they're moving to a new place, it can have more economical problems, and also it can increase crime in that area. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Nahian and I'm from the fourth group, and I think migration is good because the more we migrate, the more it grows our economy. For such as from our country, people are migrating to another country and they're growing economy over there by earning money, and they send remittance to our country, and it develops and increases our economy. So, for example, our country doesn't have enough economy. So, many example, our country doesn't have many resources, but it has very big population. So many of our laborers are migrating to Middle East countries for their better economy. For example, Oman, Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, many more.
And also when laborers migrate illegally or irregularly, they die. Most of them die because of the way they're transporting and also being tortured in other countries.
Liana said about education, but as she pointed that everyone should go. Some people, mainly most of the people are going to other countries for migrating to other countries for education. There can be a language barrier.
As I said, that you should research before going so that you can learn the language and you can know about their culture. So this also adds to Manha's point that you have to learn about their language, their culture, and how they are so that you don't get culture shock and also language barrier.
Isn't that wastage of time learning a language, because learning a language takes a lot of time?
I have a point against what Farhan just said. How is learning a language a wastage of time? I don't
The atmosphere is very neat and clean, but the pathway of the migrants are getting polluted and dirty.
For maths integration, we did bar graphs, and for operation, word problems. For bar graphs, we listed down the number of migrants and which year they migrated on. Based on that, we found out which year the most migrants have migrated. And for four operations, we made word problems on migration. For example, if 66,788 people have migrated on the 13th of May, and more 77,823 people migrated the day after, how many people have migrated in total? And here is our word problem.
শুভ সকাল সবাইকে, আমি রিপোর্টার সাফানা।
আমি রিপোর্টার দিয়ানা। আমরা দূরের আলো টিভি থেকে বলছি। আজকে আমরা একটি তথ্য প্রতিবেদন উপস্থাপনা করব।
তো আমরা সবাই জানি এবছর নভেম্বরে ফিফা বিশ্বকাপ শুরু হবে
এবং অনেক শ্রমিক কাতারে যাচ্ছে স্টেডিয়াম বানানোর জন্য। তারা আমাদের ইউনিট সম্পর্কিত শব্দগুলোর বাংলা মানে খুঁজে বের করেছে এবং সেটা নিয়ে একটা বুকলেট বানিয়েছে। কিছু কিছু শব্দ হলো ইমিগ্রেন্ট, অভিবাসী, সিটিজেন, নাগরিক, ডাইভার্সিটি, বৈচিত্র্য, কালচার শক, সাংস্কৃতিক আঘাত ইত্যাদি। আমরা এগুলো নিয়ে বাক্যও লিখেছি, যেমন আমরা পরিবেশ নিয়ে লিখেছি অভিবাসীদের অভিবাসনের পর নতুন পরিবেশে অভ্যস্ত হতে একটু সময় লাগে। শিক্ষা, অনেকে উন্নত মানের শিক্ষার জন্য দেশের বাইরে যায়। পরিবর্তন, অভিবাসন মানুষের মনে পরিবর্তন আনে। বৈচিত্র্য, অভিবাসনের দ্বারা একটি বৈচিত্র্যময় সমাজ তৈরি হয়।
By two choices. One, the story writing, and second, visual activity. For our subject, we have innovated many ideas and we decided on a situation which is,
if I was the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, what would I do to change the migration scenario of Bangladesh?
and after this we have decided on two options to do this summative. One is project work and another one is creative writing.
This summative, we have mostly focused on decentralization and proper distribution of population,
and how all the sectors will be developed, so on.
while making the posters, banners and flyers, we also empathize for the people who have migrated and the people who have had troubles while migrating.
So we didn't want any more migrant to go through this tragedy.
So we aware the domestic help of the school, the more staff members of the school, and the people around us.
Going to the Sector 4 park was a great experience for us because many people had praised our work and we could aware many people about illegal migration.
No illegal migration! No illegal migration! No illegal migration! Migration by choice! Migration by choice! No forced migration! No forced migration! No forced migration! আজকে আমরা সবাই একসাথে হচ্ছে আপনাদেরকে একটা বিষয় নিয়ে সচেতন করার জন্য। তো আমরা অনেকেই আমাদের পরিবার পরিজন আত্মীয় স্বজনকে আমাদের সারা জীবনের খরচ করে বিদেশে পাঠাতে চাই। তো আমরা যখন বিদেশে পাঠাই সেটা হয় অবৈধভাবে। তো সেজন্য তাদের ওখানে গিয়ে অনেক সমস্যায় পড়তে হয়। আর তারা যে ওখানে যায় যাওয়াটা অনেক কষ্ট হয়, তারা জাহাজ অথবা নৌকায় ডেকে নিতে যায়। তো ওইখানে অনেক একসাথে অনেকজন মানুষের গাদাগাদি হয় এবং ওখানে নিঃশ্বাস নিতে খুব কষ্ট হয় এবং যাওয়ার পথে অনেকেই প্রাণ হারায়। তো এই জন্য আমরা আপনাদেরকে সচেতন করতে চাই এবং আমরা চাই যে আপনারা আপনাদের পরিবার পরিজনদেরকে বৈধভাবে বিদেশ
তাহলে আমাদের পরিবার পরিজনকে বিদেশ পাঠাতে হলে আমাদের সঠিক কাগজপত্র প্রস্তুতি নিতে হবে আর যে দেশে পাঠাচ্ছি আমরা খবর নিয়ে সবকিছু জেনে আমাদের পরিবার পরিজনকে বাঁচতে হবে অথবা দেশের কাজে করতে হবে কিন্তু তাদের মানসিকভাবে
এই কারণে তাদের মানসিক আর হচ্ছে ওই দেশের ইয়ার সাথে আস্তে আস্তে
এই বিষয়ে আপনাদের অনেক সতর্ক থাকতে হবে। আপনারা আপনাদের প্রিয়জনদের দেশের বাইরে পাঠাতে চান তাহলে আপনাদের খবর নিতে হবে দেশের বাইরের পরিস্থিতি কেমন, যারা দেশের বাইরে আছে এবং গিয়েছে তাদের খবর এগুলো হলে আপনাদেরকে অনেক ভালোভাবে প্রস্তুতি নিয়ে আপনাদের প্রিয়জনদেরকে পাঠাতে হবে।
সে কারণে আপনারা আপনাদের পরিবারের সদস্যদেরকে বাংলাদেশে থাকতে এবং বাংলাদেশের জন্য কাজ করতে অনুপ্রাণিত করুন।
আর যদি একান্তই আপনাদের খুব ইচ্ছা থাকে যে আপনাদের পরিবারের সদস্যদের বিদেশে পাঠাবেন তাহলে তো এই জন্য হচ্ছে আমরা চাই যে আপনারা যদি একান্তই আপনাদের পরিবারের সদস্যদেরকে বিদেশে পাঠাতে চান
In the last part of our exhibition, we did reflection. In the reflection, we realized that we gathered lots of knowledge and developed our all skills. And and in the PYP, the main thing was about group work. And through the group work, we learned that team working is good. And according to that, we developed our social skills. After that, we managed our all time and did all the work in time and properly. And through that, we could develop our self-management skill. And as I said that PYP is all about group work, it's also about research work. So in the exhibition, we also did lots of research work about the causes and impacts of migration. So this developed our research skill. And lastly, we have communication skill. In the communication skill, we developed by interacting with each other, with our friends, family, and by interviewing them. And lastly, we have thinking skill. In the thinking skill, we developed our thinking skill by making our summative, formative, assessment, etc. We didn't make them, we also solved them. Thank you.
So we demonstrated and developed different profiles. For example, we were thinkers and we thought about our opinions and what will be the questions. Also, we thought about our own summative and then formative, etc. We were also reflective about reflecting on our own tasks, our own summative, formative, and our own tasks, many tasks, etc. Also, we were principled by cooperating with our guest speakers and different group discussions, etc. Thank you.